Hey everybody. Ooh, thank you. Handsome man who lives in my house. I'm not just talking to myself. Somebody just came and gave me coffee and it was Randy. Oh boy. Hey Pro Pool, how's it going? I am putting it on live chat. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Hey Randy, how do I find my own live stream on YouTube? Can't just keep ignoring me. Oh, I'll figure it out. Thank you though.
Something like I don't understand your question.
My channel. Let me make sure that my phone noise is off. Okay, it is. Cool. Thank you, Daniel, for sharing the link. Right on, Rachel. Hey, Nina. Hey, Forge and S'mores. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Eve. Hey, Brooke. It's great to see you guys today. I really missed doing our Friday live stream, or not Friday, our Saturday patron exclusive live stream, but it was, we had a full house for sure, and it's back to just Randy, Maddie, and I for a little bit. Then nope, don't want the audio on for that. There we go. Sorry, I've got my tablet set up over here. If you guys have questions for me, please do, just like how Fit to Be Tied did with the @Yvonne Williams. It highlights it in orange. Boop, just like that. And that way I can see when you guys are talking to me and not just to each other. And that way I know kind of who to reply to. Brooks, it sounds like a busy week. Yes, it has been a very busy week. It's been downright madness. We are pretty used to like a quiet, not a whole lot of humans in the house sort of lifestyle, and then to suddenly have we love her, but very talkative 15-year-old and a very, 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 very talkative 8-year-old. And then my very talkative sister, and it was very high energy, and it's been a long month this week. I think is the way to put it, but my heart is full and happy, and oh yes, just like that, Season. Yep, just like that, Daniel. Thank you guys. Hey Penny, we've missed you too. Juan says, Vaughn, what are you doing? Well, today I'm working on a toad house that I think we're going to try to make like a little waterfall or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, because it's got this hole sticking up out of the top, so we may be able to put some like tubing up through it or something and make like a little I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. But, or we might make a little planter. So I don't know what we would put in it, except for it's just going to catch mosquitoes. It's going to be a little mosquito basin. We'll see. We'll see what we can do with it. But yeah, working with a toad house using epoxy sculpt instead of just hot glue and stuff like how I normally do, because this is going to be going outside right next to our mermaid pond. Let me get some of this stuff scooched out of the way. Scooch, scooch. There we go. And also I wanted to show you guys, in the last fairy house that we had done, there was a lot of talk about like, well, where do you get your silk floral from? I haven't been able to go to Michael's because of quarantine. All kinds of stuff. We found this silk floral for like $1. Might have been almost $2. But at Walmart, and it has that same nice, well, thank you, Dallas. Holy smokes. Thank you very much. But it has a nice texture for, like, it's non-porous, so I think we'll be able to use it in our outdoor fairy houses. We'll see. I want to see how it holds up, though, to, like, the elements and all sorts of stuff. So, but yeah, I wanted to show you guys because this was from Walmart. And I know some people don't like shopping at Walmart, but sometimes if that's the only resource you have available to you, I got 2 of them. So they have this like really pretty like ferny one, but just hiding in the bushes. Hey Pam, how's it going? Hey Rebel. Not too exhausted. This is, I lost count, second or third cup of coffee today. Still too hot to drink. And then they also had this one. Again, whenever I'm Holy crap. Well, thank you, Susan. Duh. Y'all. I don't know what to say. I think I would love Walmart if we had it here. I don't know how I feel about Walmart. Because I'm torn between wanting inexpensive and convenient and also wanting workers' rights and like maternity leave and, you know, reasonable pay and respect for their employees. Like it's a struggle. Actually, whenever you put it that way, it seems pretty obvious. But also I need food for cheap. So, hey Daniel, there will be a giveaway today. We will be having it at the 1 hour mark, and we're going to be giving away one of our cap boxes. Oh, it's weird. Some stores are fine, to others it seem like a pit of misery that I want to leave as soon as I enter. Also unpaid employees. Yeah. And it's, I don't know, to each their own. Vote with your money. Shop discriminately. Or discerning. Be very discerning with your money. So we try to only, our only alternative here in town to Walmart is King Cash Saver. We'll have to check out the dollar store. But there's just, King Cash Saver doesn't carry oyster sauce. So, I go to Walmart for oyster sauce. And apparently silk floral. So, that being said, I look for stuff that's plasticky. Did you get my email about winning? I did, Anne, and we've shipped it off to you, so it should be there already. If not already, then it should be getting there any day now. Also, if you hear a roaring, it's because I have a fan blowing directly on me because it is hot today, you guys. Super sweaty. Thanks, Daniel. Mary says, I'm finally off on a day that your live chat inspired me to try your heart key pendant. Oh, right on, Mary. I'd love to see how that came out. Actually, are one of the only places that have groceries for miles. Yeah. Yep. So, but we are talking about crafting today, so I'm going to stay on topic. And they also had these little guys with these little purpley plastic looking flowers. So again, when I'm shopping for silk floral to use in my fairy houses, I do like to go with the plastic stuff. Because being non-porous, it's a little easier to clean over the years, I feel like. And the hot glue were actually fused to it. What? Mistress! Behave yourself. I was like, you don't see no bush? Oh, these bushes. It's what? Getting me in trouble. Storms lately. Holy crap! Stay safe, Rebel. It's been flipping cold lately here, not breaking 60s. It's mid-June. Where are you based out of, Tanya? I got you, mistress. But I really like this one too. I like the little shapes. So I'm gonna be using these in our toad house, and as well as some of the other stuff that we've gotten from Michael's, just to see how it holds up. Okay. Is it cold enough to drink yet? Nope. But I did it anyways. Okay. I am going to go grab my hot glue gun. I busted the crap. I melted beyond repair my high temperature glue gun. I'll be right back. I had laid it in a way that it did this number because I'm a terrible person and I live this, chaos and destruction. So, and then I was like, well, I can just cut out the part of the cord and resolder the wires and tape them. And so, but I took it apart and then I couldn't get it to go back together. And I was like, I'm specifically why I can't have nice things. Heat index tells us 95 already over it. Yeah, it's stay inside in the air conditioning kind of weather today. Destruction, right, Alan? But I loved it. It was the most perfect and beautiful heat gun, hot glue gun in the whole known existence. So I'm back to using this clunky old bugger, but that's okay. So in one of our previous live streams, this is how the little sculpture came out. You see, your name was Old Hat and thought it was Letty getting vicious. No, it's we try to like at least pretend to be nice to each other for the most part. It's like when people, you know, it's getting serious when Letty's like straight up smacked down. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so Bunny says I wouldn't know what it's like outside. I haven't left the house except for doctor appointments since March. Oh goodness. Honestly though, if we didn't have the garden, I'd be living inside like 100% of the time. Now the epoxy sculpt is suitable for marine applications. I believe. I don't know how it holds up with being like in like a fish tank. But you may want to do a little bit more. Like it doesn't say not to use with living animals. Wear disposable gloves, measure equal parts of A and B. Always retrieve parts A's and B's with different tool. Mix and knead together for 2 minutes until thoroughly combined and a uniform color is achieved. Incomplete mixing will give poor results. Allow mixed product to rest for 5 minutes for better handling. I actually like to use it in that first 5-minute window, specifically because it is like quite sticky, and I like that. Self-hardens, no baking. Working time is 1 to 3 hours. Shape is desired. Smoother texture with a wet finger, brush, Q-tip, or sculpting tool. 24-hour full cure to a rock hard semi-gloss finish. Cleanup, soap and water. Very helpful. Ooh, Ava's safety solvent is very helpful for smoothing, removing fingerprints, and cleaning up product residue before setup. Finishes desired, paint wet or dry, outdoor and marine quality. But I don't know if it's okay to have it submerged in a fish tank with fish, because I know that, like, you know, a lot of fish and amphibians and stuff can be very sensitive. So that might be something worth, you can go to Ava's Clay on Instagram and like send them a message or ask them. And seriously, there's dog fur in my coffee already. Got it out. That's fine. Okay. But yeah, our little tadpoles are growing up. Can you add glitter to epoxy sculpt? You can add additives, though with the nature of the epoxy sculpt, it is opaque. So it's not like resin or something where if you add the glitter to it, you're going to be able to see it all the way through. So I would save my glitter and apply it as a surface finish instead of mixing and incorporating it in that way. Boom, 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 boom. Hey Jordan, gosh, it feels like it's been a minute. How are you? We are today working on a little toad house. I want to make a little succulent toad house for around in the fairy garden. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy here. Actually, I did this one a little bit as a test because I wanted to see. This is epoxy sculpt and a seashell. Well, give me a sec. There we go. So I wanted to see how it binds. Woo! So, well, it took some of the terracotta with it. So we'll see how that holds up. But man, it really bound to the shell. So that's interesting. I think if I went through with a file and ground a little bit of a texture into the terracotta, or like used a wire brush to actually clean it up, that would work a lot better. But I think I want to place the shells, I don't know. I don't know if I want it to look like a coral reef or just a succulent garden. We shall see. But I do want my toad house to have a little potted plant out front. So, and I couldn't figure out, what in the heck? Oh, it's just a fuzzy. I couldn't figure out what to do with this little guy. I had so much fun making him. So I think I'm going to use this little thing as like a little garden ornament as well. And I also don't know if I'm going to be using this guy, which is, it used to have a bunch of, all these little like hen and chick looking succulents over on all the tips whenever I first purchased it. But now it almost looks like a naked coral. Like, if that makes sense. So I didn't know, I don't know. We shall see. how it evolves. So tidying up the workspace a little bit. But yes, we are making a toad house. Toads. A toad with a mermaid skirt on. Well, the toads are the mermaids' familiars. Like, I just imagine kind of like mermaids using toads as like land mounts. Like, whenever they're on land, they just ride their toad steeds around. Like, I don't know. I thought that'd be pretty cool. I just rescued a ball python. Oh, right on, Jordan. I love reptiles and amphibians. I named it a Severus snake. That, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a really good name. Super cute. Okay, so, and this guy, you can see I've kind of like snipped the tips on a lot of them, but I think it should hold up pretty well. Like, I kind of liked the way it looked, just cascading down and out of the toad house. Because I'm thinking if I have something slightly covering the door, it might help with evaporation and stuff. And I know I said I was going to do it with epoxy sculpt, but I think I'm going to start with hot glue just to kind of hold things into place. I don't know yet. We're figuring it out as we go. Do, 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 do. You never know when a toad could be a prince, or when a prince is going to be a toad. But yeah, I kind of like that one sticking out the top. I really liked that one just kind of low. Because also, hot glue doesn't really stick to terracotta as well as I would like, which honestly neither did the epoxy sculpt. So we'll have to see. Let's start with this guy. I was thinking about making some little, like, tentacles. This will be like a succulent, but there's like little tentacles coming out of it. What's up, baby?
I'm making sure you had your tablet.
I do, I'm just not paying attention to it the way a person ought to. Okay, I'm moving this down here, that way I can actually... Ooh, Tanya says you could make a solar yardstake light and put it in the hole and build around it to hide it. I'll be right back. I need to go grab a field trip. Maddie, I'm coming through with the phone. Is that okay? Okay. Oh, what? Need a hat. Need a hat. I'm gonna go steal it from my cabbage bed. Okay. There's the train. Welcome to my jank yard, y'all. So, oh, look at that wasp. Getting a drink. Thirsty little wasp. I wonder what kind he is with those stripes and stuff on his butt. He just getting some sippy slurps. Ah, leave me alone, wasp. And then, y'all, look at the tadpoles. These are the guys I'm building a house for. And quite frankly, I think there's too many of them in this pond to be like sustained. So we actually got some goldfish food. And they seem to love it. Let me try to put the phone in a way that doesn't fall directly into the water. Give me a minute. So let me see if I can block. Do you see? They kind of... Do you see them eating the fish food? They absolutely love it. So these are the little tadpoles. That guy's got one in his mouth. Oh no! He's coming to take your flake. Oh, little tadpoles. Nom, guys. But yeah, so I come out just a couple times a day and try to feed the tadpoles. Because one day these guys are going to be eating all our mosquitoes. At least is the hope. It's mostly if I move the camera a lot, it loses its darn mind. But yeah, check them out, you guys. Once they figure it out, they are like ravenous piranhas. We're out in the garden watching tadpoles eat some fish flakes. I actually have the pump unplugged from the solar panel because hey, you can see there. I mean, there's just bunches of them. They're doing a real good job of keeping the water clean, though. But yeah, so this pond is where I'm gonna make the toad house be. And I'm getting sunburnt, so I need to hurry. But our other pond with the mermaids, my cabbages are actually setting heads. And I didn't cover them in time, so that now we're just feeding the cabbage moths. There it is. So I'm gonna steal that. Hopefully that'll fit. But this one, it still works. Hey chickens. But over here, we have this fountain. Found a spot of shade. This is the mermaid fountain. And I changed it out from the bell head to the sprinkler head. And this one we do have tadpoles in. Let's see. At least we did. But I just worry that they get sucked up like into the pump. I don't know. We had like a bunch of tadpoles 2 days ago and now there are none. So I don't know what's up with that. But we grabbed the solar light, so we're gonna take it back inside. Oh wait, let me show you first. This is how the little fairy house, the last one we made, is holding up. Pretty good, I think. So, okay, time to go hide and ouch, stump in the house again. Good grief, the sun is baking my flesh. And I'm just gonna say, it smells so much just like clover out here right now because all the clover's blooming. If only the mosquitoes would go away. So already you can kind of see maybe they cleared out almost all of that. I'm gonna give them another pinch, you guys. So I'm gonna set the phone down. Because these poor little buggers, I want them to be nice fat toads when they grow up. With a good appetite for mosquitoes. That's our business arrangement. But yeah, they just come, nom nom. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a bigger thing of fish food, I think. Yeah. I want my frogs to have like an obesity epidemic. Okay. So going back in. Okay, sorry it was super pixely, but yeah, you can see this, like, if it gets dark enough, the light comes on. So that's very good, I think. Oh my gosh. Y'all, air conditioning is the best thing. Well, it's still on. I guess it's dark enough in my house. Were you guys able to see the tadpoles at all? Or was it just pixels?
Mostly
Pixels eating pickles. Pixels eating pixels. Well, I tried. I enjoyed it. Okay, so flipping this back around. Oh, thanks, Mary. coffee. Right on. Oh my gosh, at that lag. Oh well. Right on. Well, it's, as a kid, I don't know how many times I like kidnapped. Are there like bugs in here? Yes. Oh well. I don't know how many times I harassed tadpoles in the pond outside when I was a kid. So I'm gonna move in with the tadpoles and you're not looking. Careful, it's hot out there. Okay. So I am just gonna use hot glue for now because I'm a lazy bum. But that's fine. We'll figure it out. Because the key to using hot glue is, I think, just use a metric crap ton of it. Squish that on there. Probably Kitty eating the tadpoles. Well, I don't know. It's deep enough that they should be able to get away from her. Yep, crafting another toad house, Mandy. And this one I'm hoping will be functional. This is just a terracotta pot that had some plants in it at one point and then, like, got smashed, like, fell over by, like, the wind or something. But yeah, which one of y'all, I think it was a couple of y'all maybe, had suggested the solar light. I'm really excited about that. Like, that was a very good suggestion. Let me go grab my wire cutters. And I'm using my old wire cutters because this messes up the tips so bad. Hey, you guys. I love you. Sorry, I don't know if I'd told them yet today how much I loved them. Is the fan super loud to you guys, by the way, also? Because I can, I don't know, just empathize with you because I'm not turning it off. Whoop, there goes that. Okay. So this one, I don't want to cover the solar, like, receptor. Yeah, fan is fine. Cool. Just, I do care. Just, I don't want to be sweaty. Smush that right on down. And I'm gonna grab, I keep my glue sticks right here. And I'm, that way they're directly on hand. And I like to do a little touch and reload. How did you cut the door and windows? The terracotta pot, this like landed on the ground and broke, and these were drainage holes that were already in there. And then the lovely moss finish is actually moss from from just growing on it. It's actually kind of getting in the way of stuff sticking, but I'm just gonna deal. Can't hear your fan over the huge fan in this computer and the one I have under the desk, so it's all good. Right on. Hey, Mary Heart. I'd rather be comfortable, so fan away. Right on. I've never seen a glue stick collection like that. Like a year or two ago, our friend Judy, who is just insanely generous to us, sent me a big box of glue sticks, and I have not had to buy glue sticks since. It's finally depleted enough that I was able to fit it into a drawer. Oh, hey, Z-Dog. How's it going, my little man? Would you scratch ears? Did you have a hard year this week? Sam and Z are not used to having young children in the house, and they did really, really well until Z kind of snapped because she was taking the bone out of his mouth when we weren't looking. So anyway, but everything's, I was so scared. I was like, please do not. Oh gosh. Solar light. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, and I don't want to block up the drainage hole on this one just because I do feel like probably some moisture is going to end up getting in there. So we'll figure that one out kind of with what's left, because I may end up not doing a little plant next to it. I might just, no, that's going to block it. Or what if we did a little, ooh, sticking out the side? Maybe if we could bend it, and then we could glue it in just at that angle. But yeah, sometimes I have to close out, refresh the page, and re-click on the stream and make sure I'm on live chat. And that catches it back up a little bit. Ooh, fake moss, right on. Now, I try to not use fake moss on things that I'm going to be using outside, just because they do tend to just deteriorate pretty rapidly. But if it's an indoor thing, yeah, just talking about mosquitoes makes me itch. I hear you. If it's an indoor fairy house, I think it works out just fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to glue this guy in an upright position. When in doubt, use more hot glue. Like, just a ton of hot glue. Kind of pushing that off to the side. Ouch, that was very hot. And I'm just holding it while it sets up. Uh-oh, big storm on the way. My lose electricity. Oh no, where are you at, Tracy? It holds a lot of moisture too. Fake moss deteriorates fast in real months. Please in the sun unless it's planted and watered. Yeah. Glue it within an inch of its life. Yeah, darn right, Daniel. Oh, well, thanks, Janet. Said your personality is so uplifting. I am relentlessly optimistic. It's like, that's how I power through just existence. Hey, Ghost. I'm doing pretty good. Psychic, this is not a real plant. This is what I consider a high quality silk floral. Like, it's a dense, like, plasticky rubber. Which whenever I'm doing stuff for outdoor fairy houses, I do try to use a non-porous silk floral. Because, like, I'm sure you guys have seen, like, the memorials and stuff that people will put out on headstones. After, like, 6 months, those are very, very sun bleached. Oftentimes, the wind has just given it a run for its money. Oh, that's good. Sorry, I like coffee. Now, should we put some crystals on this? Not real? Oh no, devastated. This is Jim. Well, it's outside is kind of like the opposite of inside. So whereas inside I have little pieces of real plants in the house, outside I have little pieces of fake plants. Have you ever tried Gorilla Glue sticks in your hot glue gun? And if so, do they hold up well? I've never tried them. Ever since we were gifted a bunch of glue sticks by Judy, I've just been trying to burn through that collection, so I haven't really purchased any. So instead of having all of these connected to the one stem, what babe? The babe with the power. That's right. I'm going to come through and snip these guys off of the main stem because I can always recluster them back together. Oh, and this, what I'm doing right here, only use old janky wire snips for because it will ruin your wire snips. There we are. And you can save the stems and stuff for like armature. Okay. So I'm gonna just lay it down, hold it, and top it with a ridiculous amount of hot glue. It can also be very helpful to have like a little dish of water to stick your hand in, to like dip your finger in and then smush it, because that cools the glue faster. And I am going to try to get a nice, generous surface area on all of the hot glue, just because if it has more surface to hold on to, then technically it should hold better, right? Like, is my thoughts. Nina. Hey, Magic. That is a larger than life glue stick. We've got a pile of them too, Moonbeam. Like, what whoop, I wasn't holding on to it and paying attention and it started coming up. What I'm using so far, I had gotten from Michael's, which is a craft store here in the US. Unfortunately, they do not ship internationally, but hopefully, I don't know, hopefully something will get figured out. But then I am going to be using this silk floral I had purchased from Walmart. And I really like that kind of soft, airy look of the fern. And it was very, very affordable. Okay. So yeah, I wanted just a little bit to kind of soften like the edge of the door. So, and now I can rotate it and see which side is most suitable. Are y'all even able to really see what's going on very well? I hope. Didn't I read something about using resin sticks and glue guns? Is that a thing? I have no idea how that would work. But I am interested in learning more, for sure. Yeah, because resin sticks to a lot of stuff really well, so that might be a very cool thing to do. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was such a good idea. Who suggested the, like, I want to give you credit. That was a really good idea. To use the solar light in the top. Like, that was straight up brilliant and game changing. Ah, accept itself. Really? That's crazy. Ah, it burns the flesh. Okay. Ouch. It's just the hot glue stuck to my finger. Oh, coffee. Ah, okay. I feel like it's just gonna be 2 hours of me burning my fingers and going, ah, ooh, ee. And then laughing. Which basically, not gonna lie to you, is mostly just what I do all the time off camera anyways. So I'm gonna have those little guys coming off of that side. We're gonna have these little fellers coming out this side. It's gonna be a good day. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I know, little ant. You were outside. Oh, this solar light is chock full of ants. I didn't give them an appropriate eviction notice. And so they're just walking around going like, the crap is happening to my house. Ooh, 5-minute epoxy or your barge cement. Right on. I think the 5-minute epoxy would work pretty well. Don't burn the fingers. That's what I do. Okay. So I kind of like laying some of the hot glue down, it seems, and then smushing the plant into it, and then layering more hot glue down. And you gotta do the complimentary noise. Just smush and squeeze. There we go. Don't you have the single silicone finger condoms? I do, and while that keeps stuff from sticking to my fingers, it does nothing for, right? Which I figured I'd just give y'all an inkling as to what's up with, my perspective. The little finger cots, I think is what they call them, don't do anything for protecting my skin from the temperature. So that's okay. So I did about 5 squeezes of hot glue. Is my Randy in the house? Chatting up a storm? Did you get a larger size than in the tip put cottonwood shredded towel? Oh, maybe. I don't know, but then I kind of like, I feel like it might be too big to kind of fit in and do what I needed it to do. Like if it's like wearing like a glove, you know? Yeah. Basically. I feel bad. So there's that. Is this a good angle, or do you guys want a different viewing angle? Y'all holler at me, let me know. And also, these are like maybe $2 at Walmart for one of these solar balls. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. And I also, I don't know how much I'm going to be putting down around the base of this toad house, because I kind of want to be able to nestle it just into the ground or something. Like we'll kind of see. Mermaid hair. I love that, Rebel. Hey Sam, how's it going? Mandy says, does anyone else choose their outfit entirely on the tan line it will leave? I'm getting ready to mow. Not gonna lie to you, a bit. I've just started wearing long sleeve solar shirts that they're made out of like swimsuit materials. So they breathe really well and wick moisture, but it's the equivalent of wearing like SPF 50. And it has saved my life because I burn so bad if I spend more than just a couple minutes outside. Go to Harbor Freight and get the cheap white gloves covered with natural gloves with still full mobility fingers, and you're protected from heat. We use them at the restaurant. Right on, Drax. The cheap white gloves and covered with natural gloves. Okay, I'm gonna try that out. They have them for as low as like $20 on Amazon, but I'd found one that like I really loved that was like 40, but I can't find it again. And then some of them start to get a little bit more expensive, but you know, the price of not being chronically sunburned. Okay, so let's see. We can also fit in, I like these tall spiky bits. Yeah, I'm gonna put one of those in. Nina. Okay. So I'm just gonna hold that there for a minute. Yeah, last chance to enter the giveaway. We're gonna be giving away one of our cab boxes today, and then I want to show you guys what we have available for sale in our online store. We have some dichroic glass cabochons and different things that I'm really excited about. But I wanted to start offering some like I wanted to start being a little bit more consistent about offering non-craft crate like crafty items, you know, that way you don't have to get the whole crate, you can just pick out very specifically what you want. To enter, you go to last week's giveaway, which Daniel just shared the link for. Thank you, Daniel. And you leave a comment down in the comments, and then we go to a random comment picker and put in the link for the video, and it picks one of the comments. It's the future. Oh, we did go ahead and get all of our, sorry, I'm talking slow because I can't keep two thoughts strung together. We got all of the Patreon packages shipped off yesterday. So y'all should start seeing those in the mail soon. Which I think should be pretty neat. Kind of might want to make a couple of these. Did the craft kits go out yet, or will it be later? They went out yesterday, Teresa. Well, actually, they're technically still sitting on the porch, but we got them all packaged up yesterday. You have any more leather scraps yet? I did find another drawer with a little bit more leather scrap in it, so maybe. I don't know if I want to use that guy on this one or what. We'll have to see. But yeah, on these things, we can just come in and it actually just pulls off the whole leaf. So that's pretty neat. 4, 5, 6. Wow, so that's 7 leaves of greenery. Which I do want to go ahead and try to cover up some of this hot glue that kind of ran down the side. Sam says, time to sign up again, but I worry about the cost of shipping to Australia. Damn expensive. It honestly, it is super expensive. We're for a lot of our international packages, we're paying $25 to ship. Just because with having the glass now, it's pretty heavy for the packages, or at least by a couple of ounces, and apparently that makes a huge difference. But currently, I don't know if I could recommend to any of our international happy crafters to do a Patreon or even to order much of anything, because we've been having such a hard time with actually just getting packages to arrive in a timely manner. And we've actually lost almost 75% of the packages have either been lost or extremely late. So again, well, I would love to take your money and send you stuff. Don't know if I can recommend it, just because we do prefer to have a really high level of customer service quality, and just it taking that long really, stinks, but it is what it is. So just be warned. Now, for our giveaway, we do ship internationally. We go ahead and eat the cost of that. It's just considered part of our marketing expenses. But the whole point of the giveaway is I want people who may have otherwise just been like, it is nowhere in my budget to be able to get a craft along kit or a cab box or anything like that. I wanted to make it to where those would be available to anybody interested. So that's why we do the giveaways. Oh, right on. Yes, they take a bit, but I do get them. I'm really glad your packages arrived good, Kira. So the hot glue seems to be holding on really well to the Walmart fern fronds. Things are let's seem to be returning to normal. I got mine like 2 weeks later last month. Right on, Daniel. Yours is, Beth. We shipped that off at least a couple of days ago. Stick some of those ferns in that spiky plant. That does look pretty cool. We will be doing some upright. I'm just doing a nice, like, thick base layer first. Might get so hot there that the hot glue will melt. And that's a possibility, Jean. And, which is why I'm going ahead and testing it out. That way we can let y'all know for your own projects and purposes. 7 minutes until the giveaway. Trying to clean all the little stringy bits up. Outside a package that took a trip off to Guam. What? And also something I was excited about with these little ferns is that they have the little segments too. We should be able to use those in some of the jewelry. But the good news is the toads typically don't care what their house looks like. So I'm mostly just having fun gluing stuff together and then testing to see how it holds up. And I'm also going to try to put some glow-in-the-dark crystals. So, let's see. So I think that's a very decent base layer. And then we're going to do some crystals kind of sticking up over here. So let's see what we have. Ooh. Now this guy's got a little light in it. But I don't think that holds up to being outside. You didn't know that Toad Society is filled with fashionistas? Well, like most things, art is subjective, and the toads might like my jank looking toad house. Nah. I like that shape of the argonite crystal, but the color is not what I'm trying to do. Do we want to do just some gold? Or do we want to do some genuine quartz? Because I really do love glow-in-the-dark stuff. But I think it might also look wicked cool with just some hunk of chunks of real quartz sticking up out of there. Oh, the crystals. I kind of wish I could just like have like a cluster. Let me rummage through what we have from crystal mining last year. I'm gonna go grab that and then I'll be right back. Melissa says this is so cool, but I'm so not creative like this. I love to watch quartz would be awesome. I don't know, if you think you'd have fun with it, it truly, like, I am legitimately just hot gluing crap onto a broken thing. Like, if I can do this, you can do this. We've got this. I'm gonna go grab some of the quartz clusters, and then I'll be right back. Ooh, or I could do seashells. Sorry. I'm just walking around playing with those. Because it occurs to me, I could also glue a bunch of seashells on it. Seashells. But I got all these hunk of chunks of quartz. And I really like the way that the milky white quartz looks in the moonlight and off of the solar lights. Ooh, we got this guy here. It's got some little faceting. Got this guy here. That one's a little big though. Maybe I can... Nope. Maybe I can break rock with my bare hands. Maybe. Who knows? Ooh, here's a nice little cluster. And another, woo, oh, super durable. Hematite, maybe. Maybe. Cause I love that. But this needs something else built on it. Ooh, rummage like this. We need to wire wrap a tree onto that. This is what I was thinking of. Just little, shiny sparklies. It was miserably hot, but I had so much fun. But I have fun anytime I hang out with Mandy and Mandy and Raddy, Randy and Maddie. Yeah, I have fun anytime I hang out with them. So, but I do think I want to go back crystal mining some more. Ooh, look at that that's a nice rock. And rummage. Ooh, there's a nice little one. And this is just one of like 4 bins that we still just have sitting in there. We already put them through the oxalic acid solution that took all the iron color. Toads and frogs' vision is so adept in the dark they can see all colors, even when it's so dark humans can't see anything at all. Ooh, but do they have favorite colors? Like colors that they're like, oh yeah, that's my favorite. Well, I guess that exactly the way that a toad, I guess, would say that is my favorite color. Now, a lot of the crystal clusters that we got were like inverted almost. Like it was very strange. Rummage. Come rummaging with me. Giveaway! Ooh, I like that one. I'm almost done rummaging. Give me a minute. I like that one. Like, do toads have a... Ooh, look at the point on that one. Do toads have a color that they're, like, most attracted to? I need to do science. I need a bunch of toads and, like, a full rainbow spectrum and see if they have favorites. Oh, and that little guy. Look at that. Oh, I love that one. They're like little friends. But yeah, I really love that one. We'll see. Okay. Let's go do the giveaway. Ooh, coffee. I'm voting that their favorite color is purple. I feel like there might be some personal bias going on there. Froggy went a courting and he did right on home. Oh yeah. Froggy went a courting and he did right on home. Oh yeah. My stepdad would sing that to my mom and like play the guitar. Okay. Beep beep. There's my Randy. Hashtag who Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they always ask who Randy, not how's Randy.
Never why Randy, just
Never why Randy, just who Randy.
Just who Randy.
Okay. So, it's actually a mystery. What we're giving. Sorry, I want to get right past you, Maddie. It's a mystery what we're giving away today because
we don't know.
Because we don't know. No, we've started doing new packaging on our stuff. So you're gonna win that, and then you get to open it, and you also get a picture of my big dumb head, dressed up like a Capricorn, and being purple, which I think is my favorite way of being. Honestly, like, what's the point of anything if you can't have seashells for boobs?
I mean, makes sense to me. Are you ready?
I think so.
Went from 91 to 127.
Holy smokes.
That's a lot of.
Can I be all up in the personal space? I say as
If I said no, what would happen? Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Drum roll, everybody. Bella Ann 518. Hope all is well. I enjoy watching you craft.
Well, all right.
All is pretty well, Bella Ann.
Bella Ann 518.
Her name. If you could send us a message at backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com with where you would like for us to ship to, then we'll get this sent off to you right away. What day is today? The 16th?
Today is the 16th of June.
Very cool. I will go put this and we'll get it.
Alright.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love you.
Congratulations, Bella Ann.
Something bit me. Oh, I'm so itchy. Okay. Back to the craft room. Hey, Maddie, can I show them what you're working on? Okay. Maybe one day?
Yeah.
She's a very good artist, you guys, but I'm going to respect that she doesn't want me to show it. Okay. Back to this toad home, if we can. But yeah, congratulations, Bella Ann. No, he's not Daniel. No, I think there was a spider in the bed or something, and I rolled over on it. And it was like, get off me, and it bit me. And then I rolled over on it again, and it bit me in another spot. And I'd show you, but Randy told me I can't take my clothes off on live streams anymore. So, makeup tips. Have fun, and who cares what anything says. I did my makeup on my 50-year-old mama. Right on, Jordan. And Jordan, you have like an Instagram account or something, don't you, for your makeup looks? Maybe? Or did I just imagine that? No, it's been there for like a couple of days, Penny. It bit me like right on where my leg folds. Southern skull. We'll have to check you out. Yeah, right, Nina? No, YouTube was like, you gotta stop doing that. And I was like, okay. So no, I'm not gonna go against her wishes. Nance said anymore. Alyssa says, sorry I'm not talking, I'm having too much fun with Cricut Maker. Oh, Alyssa, you're good. I'm like, yeah, please don't ever apologize. Y'all do you so much. Aw, thanks, Cynthia. I bathed. And Maddie was giving me some good tips on how to manage curly hair. So I'm trying desperately to have curly hair. Okay, so I think that's enough quartz crystal. Not. There's no such thing as enough quartz crystal, but I think that's all I can physically manage to put. So I'm gonna set that off to the side. And now we get to start trying to fit some of the crystals in. I really like this one, just with the flashing and stuff. And there's actually, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a little rainbow. What eBay do you usually get your cabs from? Oh, I have no idea. Like I've been getting them from so many different places. Like very rarely actually will I get something from the same place twice. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little rainbow right in there. And I don't think the camera's gonna pick up on it. I keep forgetting to ask this. Do you actually use silk foliage or are you using plastic? Right now I'm using very specifically plastic because I want it to stay stiff. I want it to be non-porous. That way it doesn't take on moisture, and I'm hoping that it'll be a little bit more resistant to fading in the sun. Okay. So I'm going to kind of test fit some of our quartz crystals now. Oh, probably when I come and heat it right on. Oh yeah. And then here I have just some little nubs that I had cut off of this, like, what succulent is this supposed to be mimicking? Oh, Mandy, congratulations. Oh, Lord, y'all behave yourselves. Froggy in the corner, heated right on. Oh yeah. Oops, well I threw that on the ground. Ooh, I got way more of these little baby cabbage looking succulents. Sweet. These are probably my favorite, actually. So I'm going to use some of those to poke into some. I've actually been using this jewelry organizer to, well, organize some of the different things. So that's pretty cool. I don't want that to be the only one of those on this. String of pearls, right on. Thank you. So it's just one of the pearls off of the fake string of pearl plant. So I'm gonna, how do I want this positioned? Is that too much tall in a spot? Like, if that makes sense. Yeah. I'm gonna glob right there, and you realize my hands are in the way, but I don't know what I can do about it. Squish, squish, squish. I just did like 10 squeezes of the hot glue gun. I'm not gonna lie to you. And again, I don't wanna hide the sun from getting to the solar ball. We still have. We actually sold the mermaid costume because I had lost like 30 pounds and it didn't fit anymore because I'd made it to grow into. And then I gained like 40 pounds back, so it would have fit perfectly. But it's okay. It went to a new home and I had my fun with it, and now it has a new home for somebody else to have their fun with it. And that's what makes me happy. So I think I'm going to put this crystal cluster just like right there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So much hot glue. That's fine. And smush. And then I'm going to use some of these. Anywhere that the hot glue starts billowing out, I'm just going to... Sorry, that was a little too realistic of a mouth fart. Just glob in some of these pearls. Well, string of pearls. The little nubbies. And that way we can have our little quartz cluster that do toads have around the dinner table. I don't know. Toadstools? Is it toadstools? Ah, it's toadstools! Sorry, I got it, like, right before you, right as you were typing it. That's adorable. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna put that one right there. Oh, and I need another glue stick. Ooh. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Nance. So I do just a little bit, doop, right there. And, oh, well, I hadn't quite used enough of it yet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so there's that. Hold on, that little glob. Oops. Did I melt you off? Like, what even happened here? Get your life together. Okay, so I'm going to take that. The nice thing about doing so much hot glue is it stays hot, so you can take a minute to have your life fall to pieces and then resume crafting, and it works out just fine. Still trying to clean up all those little stringy bits as they happen. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more hot glue, squeeze, squeeze, just 2 squeezes. Still quite a bit. I'm pretty heavy-handed with the hot glue, but honestly, If we make it just one monolithic hot glue sculpture, then it might hold together. Just in case you hadn't heard of this, to get rid of the glue stain, use it at the project with your heat gun after it's finished. Really, Penny? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a big old glue stick. Well, I hate having to take the time to reload. So. Okay, so we've used some of the fern, silky looking foliage. So now I'm going to come in and use, this is some that I had gotten from the Walmart. And I really like the shape of that one, honestly. That's really cute. Chunk that, yeet that back over there. Ooh. Now these guys come in 2 pairs. So we can kind of, I don't know, what makes it a little crowded? Really love that one, you guys. Like, oh my gosh. And it might almost be a good size for jewelry if I just sanded the back down flat. I'm gonna save that one for some jewelry. Especially since there's a significant risk that anything that I actually attach to this may end up just being lost in the garden. So whoever buys this house from us, there's going to be all sorts of crystals and crap. 3 to 5 years when we decide to sell it, but there's going to be all kinds of crystals and junk, hidden treasure in the backyard. The fact that you're saying frog when important to me. Right on, Danielle. Oh yeah. So I'm trying to figure where would be a good spot. Oh, that's a nice boulder. Just kind of swishing that up and in. I kind of want to start making some fairy house vivariums or something, like where you could actually maybe have a toad like living in your fairy house garden or something. Like, wouldn't that be pretty neat? We could feed them little bugs and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I've always wanted, like, not necessarily, I don't know. I want turtles and frogs and all kinds of stuff, but I want them to be able to live in, like, a big pond. Ooh, well, that guy just fit right down in there. Oh, okay, time to put in more glue. Smoosh. Did I even ever glue you in? No. I just sat you there. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. So getting those little string bits cleared out. But yeah, I really like the pale crystals around the green. More glue, more! So it's Kylo Ren yelling for more? Yeah. That's appropriate. So we need a little bit more greenery, like up in here. And I pulled way too many crystals. That's okay. Where did you get your glue gun? I need a proper glue gun, not a crappy tiny one. I think I got this at like on Amazon maybe. It's just Sure Bonder. Though honestly, I was very generously given a high temperature glue gun that took very little glue sticks but was amazing, and then I promptly ruined it because I'm a monster. But that's fine. It's not fine. I'm very upset that I ruined it. Melted through the cord, then took it apart to try to fix it, and just like, I mean, it was a disaster. It was about as successful as if I tried to do open heart surgery. Ooh, putting the little pearls in there. Boop, boop, boop. Poke, poke, poke. Crystals in our doorway. Oh, that's a good idea. Now, that's something that we're going to be using the epoxy sculpt for, I do believe, because I think that would look amazing. Give them like a little fairy door. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing. Still feel like I need a little bit more going on up in here. Ooh, some little like snail shells maybe? What do you guys think of that? Some little snail shells snuck in there. I don't know, that doesn't really fit the theme. Oh, I glued my fingers together. How about some color? Maybe. On this one, I'm trying to make the garden come alive at night, and the white really reflects like the white just looks luminescent at night. But if y'all kind of follow this formula and make your own fairy houses, you can definitely... I kind of used up all of our milky glow-in-the-dark stuff on another project, so I'm like lamenting that a bit. Ooh, I do have some fake ivy, though. Where are you at? There's that one. Maybe I can get one more. There you go. Yeah, my favorite thing that I had gotten was this mixed mat of plants. Very, very versatile. Yeah. Well, I was going to stick the ivy in as a filler a little bit in the back to add like a third texture. And to just fill in behind that, this taller piece. Honestly, I don't know about that. I just don't know. I think I'm gonna do like how y'all suggested and just kind of put some more of the ferns. Yeah, just kind of fill in with the ferns. So 3 little skirts with the glue gun, and we'll stick a little cabbage in it. My April craft crate arrived today. Shipping to Europe is taking its time at the moment. It's literally being transported by ships. Oh, goodness, Inger. Well, I'm glad it arrived, but dang. Like, it took its sweet time. Is literally the slow boat. And we are openly inviting everyone, that if Patreon's stressing you out, or, if just anything, like if you feel any need to just cancel your account, or your pledge to us or anything like that, like please do not feel obligated, to keep your Patreon going if it's taken 2 months for your kits to arrive, despite our best efforts. We don't want this to be something stressful for you guys, either for financial or convenience reasons. So yeah. Next house, if you'd use a lazy Susan under the pot, it'd be easier to rotate and won't damage the table as much. Ooh, that's a good idea, Daniel. And we have one somewhere, but I think I'm using it for something else. Smush. Do what? Oh, that's fair. No, I think it's still doing okay, but I'll be careful. Yeah, I don't want to cover it. So I found a little stash of some glow in the dark and some like teal toned crystals. So let's see if we can't do some crystal clusters around the bottom, because I think that might be cute. But yeah, I really need like a pressure pot or something, because the bubbles on these is just unreal. Ooh, that one's pretty. Okay. Maybe just a touch of purple. Hi. Okay, rummaging, give me a sec. Like, where did it go? Found it. Okie dokie. A long bit of ivy coming from behind the right side of the ball, draping around to the left front. That's a beautiful idea, but I don't have a long bit of ivy. Like, my longest bit is like, boop, like 3 inches long. Okay, so let's see now. I'm gonna try to make like a little arrangement maybe of crystals and see if, because so many of them have like having that weird flat side kind of makes it a little less than ideal. Maybe. Hey Diane. Oh, well, I'm glad you like it. Holy smokes. Is everything alright, Rebel? We're okay. It didn't touch us, but came through the town. Lots of chatter on the local Facebook page. Goodness. So I think I want to take a bit of the epoxy sculpt and start making like little things that I can have like around it. Do you have any frogs you could add? I do not. Hopefully, well, I got a bucket full of tadpoles, who seem to be pretty happy with existing at the moment. Ooh, well, okay. Well, I used the plant that I thought I was going to use as his little, as the little frog's floral arrangement. Hey, baby, what's up?
No.
Just checking on the mail. Oh, really? Fantastic. All of y'all craft crates are on their way.
Ninja in the night.
Like a ninja in the night. This one's all kind of goopy and weird. Yeah, and so many of the crystals have like little holes drilled through them. Might be Dremel time. Oh, the Iron Throne. Oh, that's cool. Shell behind the roadhouse is the base for your crystal cluster. Ooh. Because again, I don't really want to make anything that's gonna hold water, because then like mosquitoes. I think we'll just give him a little logo stepping stool. This was actually laser engraved by our friend Joe out of Memphis. But I think this is where we're gonna leave this. I'm gonna always come back and add more to it later. Where are those aqua crystals from? These were made from the same mold as the clear one. I just added some alcohol inks. And these are all, they're just resin, which also yellows, like, not horribly, but noticeably, very much noticeably over like the course of a year on like outdoor stuff, which is another reason why I went with just natural quartz crystal on this. But I feel pretty done with it. Y'all are having fantastic ideas, but it's very rare that I feel like 100% about a project. And I think I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. Did you go over how to make such a perfect cracked pot? Julie, I had a plant in it and I left it outside over winter, and I guess we had like a windstorm, and just the weather and everything, like nature did that. So I guess if you want to do a lot of projects like this, just get some inexpensive terracotta pots and use them as though you intend for them to not break, and then they'll break. So, and it did come out basically perfect for a toad house, which whenever I saw it was broken, I was way more excited than I was heartbroken because the plant had already died. But also I was like, oh my god, because I mean, that's such a perfect shape for a toad house. It is. It's a toad home dancing tree. Then leave it, and that one's actually been out in the garden for like 2 or 3 years. It needs a sign saying "Gone Fishing." Randy wanted to call it the Lily Pad or the Kraken Lounge, and he had a lot of cute ideas. I'm definitely going to be doing more of these though, but I really like the solar ball in the top of this one. Do y'all want to go set it outside with me? It's going to be super pixelated for a minute, but let's go set it outside. So, this up, coming around through here, field trip time. Ah, and the little solar light comes on. Oh, I love that. This is gonna be so pretty. What do you think, Maddie? I like it. I'm going back outside. I love it. It's like an upside down flower arrangement.
Yeah.
Okay, except for now my hands are super full. So I'm gonna have to set that here. Oh, somebody's got laundry going. Thank you, whoever's doing laundry. Okay, and then we'll come through here. Sorry. Super graceful, high quality production. Kick the door down. Whew. Time to. This is a thing. There we go. Okay, and we're outside. Oh, look at all them toads. They're tadpoles. I keep wanting to call them toad poles. That is not what they are. Okay. So I think I'm gonna move this fairy house. Whoa! And I might. Sorry, toads. He go over here, or the cat probably, but that'll be fine. Just give you more food. You ate all your food, little toads. Oh, I'm so hungry. What are we gonna do with you? So many toads. Okay, so I'm thinking, let me flip this around.
Yeah, I bet if you fed the other tadpoles, they'd probably show up too.
Yeah, I did this morning and none of them showed up.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I can feel it burning my flesh, but I almost don't because they're so cute. Go away, wasp. Do y'all see them? Like there's no pump or anything going on. All of that movement is a direct result of the tadpoles. They are so hungry. Yeah, I'm definitely getting more. I don't know. We'll test it. We'll test it and see. Because the good news is we can always move it. Right? Then we've got all these guys over here. They're just so beautiful. Like, I absolutely, this is a dream come true for me, you guys. Just having a bucket of tadpoles. As long as they keep eating it, I'm going to keep feeding them. I want to have fat little baby toads. They're full of little toad bellies. Like, I kind of want to see. They probably do, but with the lily pads, and this is like half of a trash can, if you can kind of see, and like it's the bottom half of a trash can. So I had dug down significantly, and I had to stack the fountain on a bunch of bricks to get it to be up high enough to come up out of the water. So I almost can't reach the bottom. All those little toad poles. Oh, they're nibbling my hand. I do believe they would eat a human alive. Oh, little toads. I love you. They're just, it's like a feeder fish. You can almost feel them nibbling on you. Wow. Yep, they're my little skeeters. Okay, go play. Go forth, be tadpoles. But yeah, so we'll test that to see. But I'm thinking about packing it with like sphagnum moss or something. That way it'll stay nice and moist on the inside. And oh, this chokeweed doesn't need to be here. We've got our Tide basil and some weeds. Just pulling up weeds. You'll have to see because they can kind of go down in there between the rocks too. But hopefully it will get used. If not, it's still cute as a bug. And we've got a big thing of mint here, which will keep growing taller. So, what it's nice and minty. Very cool. Yeah, not bad for a little stump garden. Yeah, I bet they would. The chickens stay in their coop over yonder, though. Oh, y'all, look at the sky today. Ooh. And I'm just here like, I should probably stick my feet in there. That's like the spa treatment. Don't people pay like a crazy amount of money to get like sit in a pool with like a bunch of like minnows, and the minnows like nibble on you and it's good for your psoriasis or something? Like, why not have that but like tadpoles? And you can just sit around surrounded by toads and frogs just yelling at you. Definitely something we're gonna have to have at our forever home, our little toad spa. Do you see those cute tadpoles?
Now they have a taste for human.
Yes. Well, it's like the third layer of my guard defense. If anybody breaks into the backyard, the toads will eat them. If the chickens don't get to them, the toads will. Oh, I'm gonna grab a thing and then I'll be right back. So I'll show you guys. Shameless self-promotion of what we have up for sale on the website. Oh, I didn't take his stepping stone out. We'll have to bring that out there. Okay, so the thing that I grabbed that I want to show you guys is all the cabs that we currently have for sale up on the website. PETA got involved, so no more minnow pedicures. I'd like to see PETA try to stop me from sitting in a bucket of tadpoles. I'm just saying. It's like they have no idea how comfortable I am with actually biting other human beings. So okay, so we made some dichroic glass cabochons, but we do also have some up for sale that are green because we got a lot of requests for green stuff. And now the purple ones are like what we did in June's kit. July's kit is going to have these green glass. Now this one this one isn't dichroic, but it's still stinking pretty, I think. So we have, I want to show you one of the dichroic ones. Ooh, here we have a bunch that the camera did not do justice to. This one is number 20, or cab 21A. Let me actually get the camera flipped around, because this front-facing cam stuff just is not doing it for me today. Thanks, Liliro. Take my money, says then. I can, am, and will. If you go to our website, all of them that we have for sale are up over on the website. So you can see we're experimenting and learning. But our cabs start at just $5. And then we do charge shipping. But I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about our monthly cab boxes. While they are only to the continental US, the Toad Abode. I love it, Julie. If you join our $10 cab box tier, then you get one of our cabs, but shipping is covered, and you actually get a cab and like a laser cutout or two, or sometimes two cabs, or it varies, but you definitely get a nice deal. Ooh, this one's another really pretty one. I actually really love that one. It's still in its bag. With that one, I really loved experimenting and making these white in dichroic. This is cab 27A. And it's just, the A is like, last week, nothing had letters on it. So hop on in. Ooh, I'm loving this theme. uh, yeah, love this theme. But this week's shop update is like the cab number and then the letter A, and next week's will be Tanya says we'll be putting some on your website too, the $10 cab boxes. Not necessarily the boxes, because whenever it's on the website, it's just, you're just buying the cabochon and then also paying shipping. The perk is, by being a patron, you get to bypass the shipping, but we kind of send you a random assortment. Do you have, or are you going to do a tutorial on how to make the glass cabs? Tutorials are incoming. I was experiencing a whole bunch of like apprehension about, oh, but it's not wire wrapping, but it's like, I'm just like, screw it. I'm just gonna do whatever it is that I feel like doing. Doesn't matter if I'm good at it or not, and hopefully y'all will enjoy and not just like unsubscribe. And if you do that, that's your prerogative. I really liked this one. This is cab 19A. With that nice dichro flowers. And then we do also still have for sale from last week's shop update. Oh, great big boy. It is still applicable to wire wrapping, but yeah, we're definitely going to be doing some tutorials on it. Yep, we have a lot of green, Julie. Now, a lot of them don't have the dichro in them. Like, a lot of them that were green with dichro have already sold. But like, oh, here's one. That's a real pretty green. And we'll also be doing more blog posts about the glass as well, because a lot of it is, you don't necessarily need a video as much as it is helpful to just see a picture, like kind of a pictorial of what we're doing. But yeah, so those are what we have up on the website. Starting at just $5 a cab and working their way up from there. If you guys are interested in getting your hands on some shinies to wire wrap, and all the teardrop ones that we have up on there are the same style that will be used in this tutorial, showing you guys how to do this wrap style. So, bye Lola. Which, this one is going home with Maddie, but I wanted to show you guys how I wrapped it. Oh, for sure. But yeah, so I'm actually going to be shooting a tutorial this week to hopefully come out this weekend on how I did this wrap. So if you want to get the cabs to go along with that without having to wait until July's craft along kits, go to the website. Woo. Sorry, it is definitely just shameless self-promotion. I'm like, hey, I'm running a business trying to make money. Do y'all want to buy some stuff? Okay, so for the last probably 15 minutes of the live stream, I'm just going to give you guys my undivided attention to answer any questions that you might have. Do what? Sorry to see DragonCon is canceled. Let me double check that, because I literally Googled it this morning, and oh my god, my tablet is so slow. Like, it's still pulling up the Google, like it's like it's so slow. It can feel me mildly panicking. Okay, so I'm going to the DragonCon website. Do you have an article or a direct actual reference to where it is officially actually canceled? Because I refuse to respond to hearsay. Like, I don't go to Twitter, like, at all. Hmm. So unless they post it, like, the most recent thing that they've posted is that they're staying at home instead of coming into the office. They're sheltering in place. Um, and I've got like so many mixed feelings about it because, like, on one hand, I was actually a bit concerned about vending dragon being like, breathe through your gills, not your mouth. I went on Google search. Yeah, no, it doesn't show until it shows on the actual DragonCon website that they are canceled. Like, then I'm not going to. Then in my mind, I'm still got my hotel booked. So yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff that it's very likely to be canceled because Atlanta has suspended permits and like a bunch of stuff. But again, until I see it actually be canceled on their website and I'm contacted by their vendor relations person, then it's still going on. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Let's try our best, you guys, to not spread misinformation as much as possible.
Daniel has requested a round white cab.
Okay. Did he say which one?
No.
Okay. If you can find out from Daniel which one, we'll go ahead and pull it. Or we could make him one specifically in the next batch. Yeah, Michelle says.
Look at him.
Huh?
He just wants to look at him.
Oh, let's see. We have 4, Daniel. We have 4 round white cabs. One for the small round cabs, please. I want to make a ribbon flower. Like these ones? Like smaller than that? Or live in Georgia, and as of right now, they're moving forward with DragonCon. Right on, Isis. I don't know, like everything's messy, and a big part of our livelihood is depending on Dragon right now, and not just ours, but a lot of our other vendor friends, and a lot of us are really deeply counting on DragonCon happening. So please pardon me if I get my feathers a bit ruffled. Right, Kelly. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm also super ruffled about, oh my god, I need to make inventory so badly. Yeah, these are the smallest right now, but I do have a cab that, or a mold that I can make some a little bit smaller. So we'll get some made. Do you want them dichroic or just plain, Daniel? Hey, Jules, how's it going? Man, y'all make me sweaty. 19 egg and go in my little box now. We've already shipped your box, Rebel. Oh no. Dichro if possible. Right on. Okay, so more Q&A time. Right on, Tanya. Oh, Rebel bought it. Okay, I understand. I'm gonna dump more coffee in my body. Okay, there we go. We had to do our work profile and I was attempt to put so far not getting arrested down for an accomplishment. Oh goodness. My phone is about to die. Right on. So any craft related questions? Jewel says, right on time, you're doing well, still doing the wire wrapping. It's coming along nicely, kind of slow. I started making masks for my friends while I had a break from the wire wrapping. Right on. And honestly, sometimes it's really nice to take a break from one craft and kind of completely submerge yourself in another one. Yeah, no, we're fully braced, Tanya, for Dragon Con's cancellation, but until they officially cancel, we're not jumping the gun. We're not, canceling our hotel or announcing or anything. I'm just watching like a hawk my email and their website specifically. Have you ever bleached bones with peroxide? If so, what ratio? I have not. Our old friend and roommate Asmith had, with great effect. But you'd have to maybe just Google it and see. Any Camp Craft Along updates? So far, we're moving forward with Camp Craft Along, and we're actually planning on in the coming month going and visiting Echo Bluff State Park and kind of seeing for ourselves if it is going to actually be a good venue for what we have in mind, and we'll be able to make things a little bit more official from there. We're not encouraging people to necessarily buy up tickets or book rooms just yet because we're just waiting to see if the world still exists in 6 months. But yeah, I'm putting together the curriculum for whether or not it happens. We'll still need to get that put together. Oh, my battery's at 15%. Just scooching my butt across the house. Like a civilized person. Boop, there we go. Kat says, any words of wisdom to those of us branching out to selling? To be very, very patient with yourself. If you're selling online, it can take a really long time sometimes to get sales and a website and stuff up and running and going. If you're at a vending event and sales don't go well, keep an open mind, but don't, if your sales don't go well, don't take it personally, but still kind of look at, try to be very constructively critical of what's going on. If there's a ton of people there and everybody else has their table packed with people shopping, but yours is just empty, then it maybe look from a non-personal perspective at the tables that are doing well and be is their table fronted up against the aisle or in a U shape where people can walk in? Are they really using their vertical space? What kind of displays do they have? What's their lighting like? And kind of look at what, the level of success that you'd like, and just find ways that you can emulate that stay true to your brand and, kind of what you feel like doing and stuff. But to just learn as much as possible. Do not get discouraged because you're at the bottom of a hill rolling a boulder uphill, is what it can feel like sometimes. And you're not going to get to the top if you stop. But it will get easier. The more you know, the better off you'll be, and you'll just keep hopefully rolling with the punches and doing it. But my best tip is to just get started doing it. Made some of the rubber bracelets in the tutorial. I had to order more supplies because I love them. All right, on Michelle. Honestly, feel. Are you still making the import beads? Do you have any for sale? I ran out of map gas, and Randy had gotten me a new torch, but I haven't coughed up it's like $400 to get a tank of oxygen. But then it's only $60 a time after that to refill it. It's just been a matter of fitting that into the budget, which is partially why I'm like, hey, y'all want some cabochons? And so But yes, I am still doing lamp work. I don't currently have any lamp work beads for sale, but I'm hoping this week, if sales go really well on the website, to be able to have some lamp work glass beads for sale in our upcoming auction. Right, Kelly? Mary Hart says, I'm trying to assemble wedding decorations and flower arrangements and I'm not happy with anything I have done so far. I keep changing my mind and I only have 111 days left. My best advice would be to like make a couple of things and then sit on them for like a week and kind of see how they hit your eyes a week from now after you've made them. And if you don't like it, what don't you like about it? Is it too sparse? Is it too dense? Is the colors just not right? Is it like too many contrasting textures? Like again, it's very easy for me, at least personally. I can only speak from my own experience, but sometimes I'll get caught up in just how I'm feeling emotionally about a piece. And then, but if I look at it from like, okay, I don't like it. What don't I like about it? Like if it's a glass piece that I've made, is like, is it too symmetrical? Is it too asymmetrical? Is like the colors just not right? Like, is it cloudy? Ask yourself these questions and pick it apart and delve into it piece by piece. And if it boils down to, you don't know why, you just don't like it, then take it apart and try it again. It'd be fantastic to get a camera attached to your chair phone. I'm super behind on comments, but I am trying to catch up. Depending on cost, might be worth walking through some shows before selling at them, or take a spouse or partner to man the fort while you walk and creep. That's a really good idea, Natasha. Like, a really good idea. Did you already do the giveaway? We did, Evan. Bella Ann won. Oxygen and propane are expensive. They are. Honestly, though, map gas for one of these, I've got a box of the empty canisters because, why not? But one of these for my hothead was $11 and I can burn through 2 a day if I just sit down and like just go. And so it was sick expensive to use the map gas. So while and then like the propane for like the trade out canisters is like $30 to 20 or $30 to refill for like a 20 pound, that's like 16 pounds of propane. So that should be a lot more affordable. But for my dual fuel torch, do y'all want to see it? Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, I'm plugged in. I can't go. Crap. I'm going to have to bring it to you guys. So this is my Bethlehem Alpha torch with a blast shield, so I stopped scorching my face, and an attached Marver. It was an early birthday present, I think, or maybe a happy I love you day. I don't know. Randy just spoils me. Like, I'm so unreasonably spoiled. It's disgusting. I mean, I'm not going to stop anytime soon if I can help it. Like, I kind of feel like everybody should be spoiled. Because being spoiled is wonderful as long as it's not to the exclusion of someone else. But yeah, it's a dual fuel. So we've got where you feed in the oxygen and then the propane. So, but I cannot wait to torch up on Apple. And I got that from Mountain Glass Art. Yeah. Go to the, what? Did you already do the giveaway? Yes, okay. Not that I'm counting or anything. Oh no. I love those Langford beads, very cool. Oh, thanks, Tracy. I'm very, very behind on, well, thanks, Christina. It's all an illusion. She says everything looks clean and organized at your place. It's like, no, it's a disaster. It's just, I know what's going to be in frame, so I'm like, I'll sit here with that behind me. Bye, Debbie. Do you have any channel suggestions for glasswork? All of them have been really helpful. There has not been a single glass channel that I've come across that I haven't been able to learn something from. And I'm really bad with names, so I can't, and then I have boxes for the cats here in the background, just because. But I can't remember the channel names, but there's one lady who's just phenomenal, like Jeannie, maybe? I don't know. really bad at names. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm useless. It is a science lab here. Could you show us the black storage on wheels? How tall is that? Yeah, Valerie. Now this is a Craftsman storage bin. Again, I'm plugged in, so I can't bring the phone any closer than this. It's, I believe, 30 or 36 inches tall. I've got a yardstick. I can tell you for certain. Yikes. Gravity. Gravity works really well. It is 32 inches tall. I was completely wrong. But I really love it because you can see maybe, nope. I'm going to unplug for just a minute and then we'll plug back in. I needed something that had work surface, but I actually fixed this for a friend. It broke, so I put some epoxy sculpt on it, but I needed to sand it down. I needed something that I could have my never need and things on, and ooh, these lilies are about spent. That has the nice work top. So here we have my chalk pastels, the stamps that I like to use with polymer clay, and I could use these for leather too, but I really like them specifically for polymer clay. Some tiny Pandora stuff, my cutting tools, my clay cutters. These are just little wooden inserts for like organizing a drawer, and Randy can actually make me these now on the Glowforge, so I'm really excited about that. Then the second drawer down is actually all of my watercolor paints and some stamping inks. So like just art supplies. And then here we have all of our polymer clay and alcohol inks. And I really like these because I can get these little bins 3 for $1 and you can stack them 2 deep. So next time I have money and there's a sale on clay at either Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's, I'm going to restock and hopefully fill up that whole drawer. And then down here, I have all of my India ink, PBO paint, and acrylics that I like to use with polymer clay. So this is specifically polymer clay, focused in its storage capacity. And those I really love because used to I'd use a lot of these rainbow carts. But they do not hold a lot of weight. They let dust and filth and all sorts of stuff, like dog fur, just floats into them. Like, I feel like they're magnetically attracted somehow, the dog fur is. Excuse me. Not the Rona, just allergies. I'm missing the first stream after you use that first, that you have no eyebrows. What? I don't know what you said. Did I shave my eyebrows off or something? Soul of inspiration must take
after working with the alpha.
Oh yeah. No, I'll probably. We'll see.
You're way behind.
I am very behind. Okay, scrolling. I just learned this, and I thought you may want to know. Lily pollen and all parts of plants are seriously toxic. Cats, please keep your kitties away from them. They do a good job of avoiding them. Right on, Valerie. Okay, well, I'm all caught up now. We are 4 minutes over, so I'm going to let you guys go. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. And just everything. I've had a blast. I can't believe I actually got a project finished in a live stream. So there's that. But ooh, pushing that stool. If you enjoy our work, please check us out over on Patreon. Trying to remember all the stuff I'm supposed to say, because it is our patrons who make all of this stuff possible, as well as viewers like you. So thank you guys, and we will see y'all in our Saturday exclusive live stream for patrons. It's our $1 net patrons, and then we'll have another video hopefully on Sunday, and yeah, so we will see y'all next time. So until then, you guys, happy crafting. Go buy stuff from our website. Bye. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, stay crafty, stay safe. We'll see ya.